battle for Russia has started, and in the north, it's not going very well for the Russians.
Yeah, this is a Thai bomber design, and it was published in a Japanese command magazine and republished by, looks like Jack Green's Quarterdeck International.
Okay. Do we
And
know the year? No. Well, the year doesn't appear.
no, and it's I think it's been even republished again
Okay.
into maybe a newer version, but. It's a Barbarossa game. Don't be surprised. This Thai bomber's done about 30 of those, and I'll tell you a couple of the unique things. First off, beautiful map,
Yeah.
right? And it's just got this look and feel for it, kind of old school. All the charts. Each side has all the charts they can see, so I can see all of this, and my opponent has the exact same carbon copy of the map. So terrain effects chart, combat result. You got a Soviet breakout table. Okay, Soviet replacement units. So when they get eliminated, they don't get permanently eliminated. Well, some of them do, but others are going to be here. These are going to be permanently eliminated. And these are it's only 6 turns. And what's unique about this turn track here is not only do you have the reinforcements on here, right, what's coming in, but also you have the movement. So this is 1941, so June, you have mechanized and non-mechanized infantry units, and the movements for both sides, the Germans and the Soviets, and that changes. So you don't need a weather chart. You don't need a roll for weather. It's already built into the chart.
Built in, yeah.
Right. And so here's the mechanics. There's a Northern German command and a Southern German command, and take a little bit liberty with the historical events, so you can have a 2-player game. And whoever controls the Northern German forces also control the Southern Soviet forces, which are depicted here in yellow.
In yellow, yep.
The Southern German forces also control the Northern Soviet forces. So you're trying to grab victory point cities. You see all over the map. And so far, the Northern Germans have 2 victory points. They grab these 2 cities here. But at the same time,
sample. This is
Dnipropetrovsk.
I don't know.
So Sevastopol is 3, for instance. Here's Moscow is 4, right here, and that's how you win, is by victory points.
Moscow has 3 lines of fortifications there. So.
And then Leningrad too has some fortifications over here, and that looks like 3 victory points. So your job is not only to grab victory points, but also to prevent your opponent, your co-German person from
So you're going to be attacking and defending at the same time.
Right, and it moves fast. Places. It's very simple. It's not too many units. There's maybe 6 units, and it's all step losses. So you have some 12 units, some 10 units, and you flip them for step loss, and then when that goes down,
replace them with the ones
there's
that
your
are here.
Step losses over here. So a lot of units.
So you got step reduction
and 2
some
types
units, like you got 5 counters for some of these units.
That's some big units.
6.
What are some of the other features of it? So that's one of the main features. All right, so Soviet breakout. Anytime that a Soviet unit or a group of units they're caught in a pocket, right? They can't. Their line of supply is cut off. They're going to attempt a breakout, and they don't succeed ever. I don't think. Basically, you count the number of units. You go to the Soviet breakout table. You roll a die, a d6, and the number on here is the number of step losses the German unit, your choice, that is involved in cutting them off is going to take, and then you remove all the Soviet units that were cut off. Okay. So it quickly simulates the
attrition.
Right, the double envelopment and the Panzer units surrounding, cutting off their supply, and then eliminating them. But the Soviets are going to come back with a lot of reinforcements and replacements. So once you eliminate them, they're coming back again the next turn. So there's a lot of Soviet units.
Then you have these markers for the cities.
Okay, you got some heroic markers, another little feature.
Hero city.
So what you could do at any point starting after turn, when they appear, I think this is turn 4 here towards the second half of the game, you can place them on any city, and it will cause, during an attack, a shift in favor of the Soviets, 3 columns left. A normal city, I believe, is a 1-column shift, so this is a 3-column. So there's these
and you
little
can place
nuances.
them like at any time, so after the German announces the attack, hey, I'm going to put this. So suddenly,
right. You cannot examine the stack. You can kind of assume that, okay, this may be a 4 or 6. So you're not really cannot judge and measure exactly. I'm going to get a 4-to-1 odds or 3-to-1 odds.
Oh, I see. Also, I
So
see it's going to be in a stack buried.
right,
You're going to think it's a unit, and suddenly
whereas the Soviets can stack up to 3 units, the Germans do not stack. There's only 1 unit deep.
Oh, okay.
And what else? So talked about so the movement is interesting. Other than the first turn, turn 2 through 6, as the German, you can either decide to move, then do your combat, your assault, or assault first and then move. So the first term is automatic assault first and then move. The Soviets always assault, then move. Now, in your movement, and if you're the Germans, you can do something that's called a mobile assault, and that is it's going to cost you some movement points, but you can move into a clear or city area and attack during your movement, and then attack during your assault phase. Or if it's assault then movement, assault first, then move, you can end up doing another assault. But it costs you more, and obviously you're doing it to probably cut off retreats and cause.
So you can form those cauldrons
yes.
in this game.
Right. So this is 30 pages of rules, but it reads like it's 4 or 5 pages.
So it's large print. Yeah.
It's very well written. It's larger print, and a lot of it's if you're a veteran war gamer, you're just going to breeze through this. There's a couple of nuances, but it's basically clearly written and simple. I went through 30 pages in no time at all and understand it. There's a couple of rules I went back just to check because they're unique to wargaming.
Okay.
But a good game overall that Bomber did.
Sounds good, and it looks very nice. It has this worn style map.
Yeah, these aren't scratches. These are this is on purpose.
The map is like that. I saw it here like.
Yeah, this is brand new.
Yeah, this looks scratchy. I've seen that tendency in some modern games, and I like it because I like that worn effect. It's like when you buy a pair of jeans now.
Oh, and there's Stukas in this, just for your own knowledge. And they're modified the attacks by column shift in favor of the Germans. So I think there are 2 Stuka units during turns 2 through 4 that the Northern German Command can use, and there's 1 Stuka unit. Let's see if I can find him. If he should be on, there we go. So there's and here's that's the Southern German Command, and this is the Northern German
This
Command.
is taken from that famous photograph. You know what? For the convention, I took this photograph, and I have a Stuka ditching on the Mississippi River. You can see it about to fall into the Mississippi River. Yeah, that's the famous Stuka photograph. Nice.
And
you have here the ones for the
Northern Command. And again, there was no per se Northern Southern Command. You had Army Group North, Central, and Southern.
Nice.
So it's for playability, simplicity purposes, and it seems to be balanced. I mean, it's not that there's different things going on in the North from the South.
I wonder if Compass will pick it up. Ty Bomba does and he does a bunch of games for Compass's magazine too. And this,
right?
I don't know.
But no, I think I've heard somebody here at the convention said that somebody else had published it, so it's probably already in its 2nd or 3rd edition.
Oh, okay.
But it's a very good game. It's simple, fast playing, and very unique mechanics.
Yeah, it sounds like it's very interactive. You're not going to have a lot of dead time because there's few units and you have to be responding.
And you can't cross this border, except there's one exception that the Southern Command could actually borrow 1 or 2 Panzer units from the North, and it costs them a victory point to their brothers to the North. And then that's only for 1 term, I think term 3. The next turn, the northern German forces can take it back, and if it has any depletion, any step losses, then the Southern Command has to make it up with other armored units taking step losses, so they get it back at full strength if possible.
Well, it looks good, and I appreciate the time you took to explain to me the game. It looks really interesting. I'm going to keep an eye for this Battle for Russia by Ty Bomba.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, Stu.
Thank you, Etienne.
All right, bye.
Okay.